Hello guys, I'm here again with another video for you. Now if you are a new visitor to this channel, thank you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you. I am so excited to have all of you here, and if you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to the channel. The channel is growing little by little, but we're getting there. So thank you all. It's all your efforts for watching the video, for subscribing, for sharing. I truly appreciate. In this video, I'm going to talk about the crazy fears of a lot of international students in Nigeria and how the United States and its rules create these fears in our minds. But before I get into the video, I want to tell you 3 things that has been happening to me lately. So in a space of let's say 3 weeks or so, I've got 2 people who told me that people do not actually care about you. Honestly, I used to believe people do not care about you for a long time, until I have this friend, Bolatito, who always told me that people do care, because if you want to tell them something, they're there to listen to you. They may not give you 100% solution to your problem, but the fact that they're there to listen to you and guide you and just be there for you shows that they care. So I have been rethinking a lot of my actions. I'm very scared of being vulnerable with people. So when I'm vulnerable, I feel like a part of me is gone. And that's why I kind of find it very hard to make friends or to keep friends, because I don't want to let a part of me to go with you, because people are just like life. People are moving, fleeting, just go with a part of you. I don't want that. So I've been having more like a battlefield of the mind in meeting people here, in being careful about the things I say and all of that. The second thing that has also happened to me lately is that I did not die of cold this week. That's a testimony. That's a huge testimony to me, because it's been freaking cold. And these people here keep telling me that this is not even cold yet. I'm like, if this is not cold yet, what is it? It was 7 degrees this week. It was 6 degrees. It was 5 degrees. At some point at night, it was 4 degrees, because I am a monitoring spirit with this check-in. I always check it. That's what I used to know. This whole week I've been wearing like thick clothes. I can't even stand the cold, because when I get home, like, I'm shivering. When I'm in school, I'm shivering. Like, what is all this? And then the third thing that happened is that, don't worry, this hair is going to be gone in about maybe 2 weeks, because I recently made a Ghanaian friend who knows how to weave and make really nice braids. So very soon I'll have this hair gone. But don't worry, like, I'm paying for that though. In this America, time is money. Like that song where they say time na money, hey, hey. Time na money. That person who sang this song, I don't know, must have been to America and just saying that this America. If somebody sign like this, is money. Any small thing is money. Time is money here. But before I digress, I'm so glad, because I will not get to pay like $200 or $320 like these people in all the salons want to collect for making hair. Over how much? Like over hair. Over what? Hair. I'm not interested. So I'm thankful. So let's get straight into the video. I have my notes here with me. In America, international students have to follow a lot of rules. America is guided by rules and laws that even the citizens themselves have to follow. If you don't follow those rules, any small thing, they don't fine you. Any small thing, fine. So they're just rules. They're guided by rules here and there. But you see these rules, for international students, they are wild. So you who is in Nigeria or who is in any other country and you're interested in coming to America to study, please keep watching this video, because I'm here to tell you some of the rules, the ones that I know so far. When I get to know more rules, I will share with you guys. So let's get straight to the rules. Number one rule, before I bite my tongue saying rules, what rules? Number one rule, Jerry, is that international students can only work part-time. You can only work part-time, meaning that you cannot take a full-time job. And in that part-time job, you can only work 20 hours per week, right? And it depends. Some people can pay you like they pay per hour. So it depends on what job you're doing. That's what is going to determine how much you will earn per hour and how much you will earn like in totality for the month. That's number one rule. If you were in Nigeria, if you were in your own home country, you can work and you can still study, right? So as you're coming to this America, just know that you can only work part-time and 20 hours. But I was speaking to a friend who is in the UK. He's doing his master's in the UK. You can actually work, I think it's 20 hours too, but you can work off campus. In America, number 2 rule is that part-time work, you can even do it only on campus. You can't do it off campus. So that's also limiting, because it is what these people offer you on campus that you're going to collect or you're going to manage. So people who come here, maybe they don't have an assistantship or they don't have something to hold on to. It's really honestly difficult. I'm not going to lie. It's honestly difficult. But by the grace of God, you can scale. The third rule is that you need to maintain a full course load. You cannot drop a course. It's hard. An American can easily drop a course. You cannot drop a course. You have to fulfill like that course load for the semester. You cannot drop a course. And if you reach a particular point in the semester, glory to God on your behalf, you also cannot drop a course. So it's just so much rules for you. You have to be strong. Every day in America, it feels like I'm doing a hard check. I just want to be sane, because sometimes when I think of these things, I'm like, man, it's not easy. And because of the kind of person that I am, I honestly have to be doing a heart check every day. How am I feeling this moment? How am I feeling now? How am I feeling? Like, I just want to know how I'm feeling, because if I'm not careful, my feelings can wander away, and that's how they just wander away easily. In America, I try not to drown in sadness, because the joy of the Lord is my strength. That's it. That's what I'm holding on to. The third rule, or the fourth rule, is that when you're coming, you already know that one now, that you prove that you can pay your tuition and your living cost. So that's why they ask you to show that proof of funds. Even if you had like an assistantship, they also tell you to show proof of funds. For some schools, I don't know about some other schools. In my school, you had to show proof of funds. And that proof of funds is that even though now you have assistantship, because let me not even talk about that other part, because even though now you have assistantship, it does not mean that you're going to have assistantship in the next semester. So that proof of fund that you showed, which we all think that we're deceiving ourselves because we don't have the money, you are going to need it for the next semester. Let's just be praying that the devil will not put us to shame, and the devil cannot put us to shame. So we'll be praying that you don't lose your assistantship. It's a lot of rules. You can't have a C grade. If you have a C grade, you've lost it. You cannot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Another rule is the limit on the number of years you have to stay after studies. That one is the major fear for a lot of international students. Trust me, I've spoken to a number of them, and this is a huge fear, because you left your country. Do you know what it means to leave your home country to another country to study? And then when you finish studying, you came here for good life. Oh, they not tell you, babe, you have only 90 days to get a job in this America. You have only 90 days to get a job. If you don't get a job within 90 days, even if you've applied for OPT, if you don't get a job within 90 days, Homeland Security will be on your case to leave the country. So, can you imagine? I have read book, everything. Then I'm not going back. Well, what God cannot do does not what exist. So I will keep it here, because what God cannot do does not exist. So me, if you ask me, say, Yvonne, what do you plan to do? Like, do you want to stay or not? The honest truth is, I don't have answer. I don't even know if I'll get to stay or if I'll not get to stay. I don't know. So I don't have answer. And that's the response of more than 80% of international students in the US. They don't know. It's just, I saw a post recently that TD Jakes had, and he was asking a question, and he was like, what season in your life are you in? And I saw the question, and the next thing that came to my mind was hope. Hope is the season of life that I'm in. I'm just holding on to a better tomorrow, right? I am having faith in God. In this whole season of my life, when I wake up, I'm hopeful. When I go to class, I'm hopeful. Every day, I'm just winging it, but winging on the wings of hope. That's the phase of life that I'm in. And I like to think that that's the phase of life like a lot of international students are in, because a lot of people get to do like different things and all of that, which I cannot get to talk on camera. But I'm not, God will not put us in that position where we don't now know if we have option or we don't have option. So a lot of these rules, I've mentioned 5 rules, and these are the 5 rules. You can only work part-time, you can only work on campus, you need to maintain a full course load, you need to prove that you can pay for your tuition and living costs, just in case you lose your funding. And then you have limits on the numbers of years, the duration that you can stay in the US rather, after your master's. Else maybe you get a job that is willing to sponsor you, and so they will sponsor you by providing you an H-1B visa, and that one is God that can do it. Now, I was going to say that I think what drove me to make this video was because I was just testing the waters in America and just trying to see, oh, can I get a job? Can I not get a job? And I got a job. I got a job in a digital agency, but I can't work in that digital agency because in America, I just gave you rules, but you also have the people who adhere to the laws here. In America, if you're hired, there's something called a social security number. Every company that you work for will pay your tax. So as an international student, you cannot be taxed from 2 companies because you're already working 20 hours already. So if you get taxed, then there's a glacier system that they used to know. So if you get taxed twice, like your school is taxing you, another company outside is taxing you, they will know that you're working more than 20 hours and you don't want to put yourself in trouble. Now school you can't do, and then they can't push you go back. So just put your brain down. And so I was discussing with someone, I was like, why are there so many rules in America? Why are they making life hard for international students? But the honest truth is, the person told me, and I think that thing just made me realize how true it is, that America fought for everything that they have in America. The system, the structure, the life that they're living, everything, the access that they have, they fought for this thing. America is actually a great country. They fought for these things. You now, let your country fight. Nigeria that has a lot of these things, but corruption will not let us be great. You carried yourself to come to enjoy another country's resources, right? Why won't they limit you? They will limit you now, because I mean, even in Trump's time, they also said that, like, you know, just having to create jobs for America. So before a job is given to an international person, there has to be so much reason to justify that an American cannot do their job. I'm serious. So you cannot blame them for these rules that they have. And the person also said that the resources of America belongs to Americans. I'm like, that's so true. The resources of Nigeria belongs to Nigerians. It's just that there's a divide in how the resources is shared. So we cannot totally just blame them for the rules that they have here. So my dear, I know the rules make it difficult to live here, because I also, you can see that the rules affect me too. But this video is for every international student coming into America. just know that there are rules for you, and you have to be careful to obey those rules. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for watching this video. If you got to this point, I'm glad you got here, and I hope to see you in my next video. Please do well to like, subscribe, share, edit, everything. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.